activities in his church as well as in his life, and especially events dealing with the civil rights movement. And I think, Reverend Thomas, before we had our first commercial break, you promised that you would say something about your meeting with Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, and talk about that. Because
that was during the time we would raise money and go to the mass meetings, and Dr. King came to TSU. I was a freshman at the American Baptist, a little old cocky freshman. And I brought my little money and put it on the stage, and I saw him standing up there. I just went up there and grabbed, shook his hand, and that was fortunate for me. And I say this also is that I shook the hands of James L. Ray also,
the person who
shot him. I met with Dr. King's son came to Nashville, going to prison. He wanted me to go with him to meet James L. Ray to talk to him about the shooting. And that's where I met James L. Ray also. And
so he actually had, the young King actually had a conversation with...
Dialogue, yes.
Dialogue with the, were you privileged to that?
Yes, about 3 hours of dialogue.
Could you share some of that with us?
We were just talking, he had kept asking us, did he shoot his daddy and so forth.
Well, did
James L. Ray said he didn't do it.
Yeah, he continued to maintain that he did not.
And when we left that, Dr. King's son, said he didn't believe James L. Ray shot his dad either.
So he was convinced enough after meeting with James Earl Ray in the state prison here in the state of Tennessee, that that after that meeting that James Earl Ray really did not shoot his father.
And I think a lot of it had to do with some of the civil rights workers like James Bevel. They said they didn't think he had done it. So King's son had all of that kind of information.
And very good. Well, and I think that looking at your career, you've also been involved in the political side of your activities here in Nashville. And why don't you say?
Well, we come down to politics of Nashville and politics of the nation. I'm concerned about it. I've always been. I'm concerned about black votes. If you want to make a difference in America, you got to vote. You got to show up. Right now, we're dealing with the census. We got to deal with that census. We've got to let people know we are here in America. I'm concerned about that. You can't go to sleep on issues. My days are almost up. And as I look at our young people, if we don't catch hold to the issues, we're going to miss it, because we will be the second minorities. You know, yesterday you talked about blacks as minorities. We're no longer minorities now. And people, whoever is powerless, people will take advantage of it. So unless black America become more organized, get serious about voting, and learn how to vote. See, whenever black folk vote just on national elections, what they do, they're throwing the balls away. You have 3 strikes.
Okay.
You've got to vote with your local, state, and national, and vote strong in all 3.